Today's the Macy's Day Parade. Night of the Living Dead is on its way. Oh, red night special at the mausoleum. Since I was a kid, I thought I wanted all the things that I haven't got. Oh, but I learned the hardest way. Then I realized. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Vivi Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Before we get started, everyone please check out at HeyDevDon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Vivi app, Kobe Collection, Omi Player 1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.dth domain name, Cal Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Vivi Darklink, Metal Lemon, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube, at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Vivi, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. And let's not forget Fanny Carbonell FR over on the TikTok. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, like, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and Super Chats and thanks buttons if you're watching this in the future. Nom, nom, nom. Okay. There is so much to go over. I just dropped my alcohol. No, not the drinking alcohol. The wipe your hands with alcohol because, you know, sometimes things get dirty. I've been doing a lot of videos lately. Not a ton of, not a ton of live streams. I do apologize about that, but I will go, and this is going to take a while, so let's make like Scar and be prepared. Comment down below if you get that reference. All right, so let's see what we got here. Nickelodeon Rugrats did really, really well until they didn't. They had lost about 80%, I think, in a day or so right after launching on OpenSea. Everything's down. I'd say the good bit of that on the economy. A lot, like, crypto's getting murdered today. Stock, I don't know how to stocks it. I haven't done like a nightly video like I normally do. Like, hey everyone, you know, like I've had so much to cover. But let's take a look at that right now. If I can find my Yahoo Finance. Nope, that's not what I need. Okay, let's go to Yahoo Finance and then let's take a look at the market, see what they did. Oh wow, markets are up. Markets are up over 1% for the Nasdaq. Dow up 0.3 and S&P futures up 0.75. So that's actually not bad. Take a look at what Tesla did today. I think they did have their numbers going yesterday. I think they were up down over 3.5% today, and then up 1.3% after hours. But I do believe they were up yesterday. Oh no, they started 14. So it's their second day down in a row. Bitcoin, I think, was down about 3%, give or take. Let's take a look. Bitcoin didn't do that bad. It's still holding at, I think, 21,000. Yeah, it's 21.2. It's actually up 0.9% over the past 24 hours. Cannot say the same about Akomi. I think it was down like 8% before. So this is our chance to fill our bags one last time. I love saying that. Actually, not terrible. Down 5.3%. It's still not good. But again, that is the overall general market. A lot of stuff was down. And we were actually down to 0.0016 a couple of times today. So we did get that a couple of times, and then we bounced from there. So that is at the bottom. I don't know. Certainly there is a ton of sell volume right there. Oh god, you can't see that. It's too bright. Let me put that down. Ton of sell volume, almost 75 million. But anyway, let's move on to other stuff. Again, go watch Vivi, Kelly the Vivi Fox, her video. It was a great, fantastic video on how many new wallets there were, and then how many new downloads. So there is a big difference between how many more new active daily users there are, or new active users as far as how many have collectible, versus how many downloads there were. There were quite a bit of downloads. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I did not have a, when I first downloaded the app, it took me months to get one. So yeah, moving on, we do have, that was just a random one saying in before it's Tiny Dancing Groot performing to Lil Nas. That was Adam Awesomeface just being a bro. So I had a couple of pictures with me and David Yu. That was really fun. Some other things that I noticed, that Tokidoki line, I've said it in a bunch of those live streams. I might really have to rethink some of the Tokidokis and getting them. I currently don't have them because they look, I mean, this line. So not only was this maybe, I don't know, like a let's say a 25-foot box that they had, like a booth. The line was wrapped around it, and people were told to go wait, by the wall. It was insane. Sometimes they even had to go through the rings. It's absolute bananas that there were that many people. So what I noticed there is that Tokidokis are significantly undervalued. But I really need to take a look to see really which ones were actually selling. Because again, there's so many different sets and so many different things that they have there. We only have two. We have three. We have, I think, 2 Myrmicornos and 1 Unicorno. And yeah, that's what it is. So I don't know which ones they were going for yet. I don't know if they were saying, hey, this is something that from something, let's say, I don't even know about. Instead of Unicornos and Myrmicornos, let's say it was Ponycornos, season 5 or whatever. That's the most popular. I don't know. But I really need to take a look at the data to see which ones on eBay have like the most sold listings and which ones have that. Because if I say that, oh, this is stupid undervalued, but then it's, they're just buying the ones from sets that we don't have yet. That could be something in the future, which, by the way, Cryptozoic was there. And they basically told us, season 2 of Cryptkins are coming next San Diego Comic-Con. That's going to be one of the drops. I was like, oh. So yeah, the team apparently plans these things years in advance. And again, I do feel bad for some of the people like Cryptozoic that have so much to offer, but because we have Marvel, we have DC, you have Star Wars and Disney and Universal, like when companies like Universal are kind of being put on the back burner, like it is, we have less than 100 days until Halloween. Where's Frankenstein? Where's Frankenstein? Where's Frankenstein's monster? Where's Dracula? When those types of things are put on the back burner, like of course, Tokidoki and of course Cryptozoic are really going to be put on the back burner. I think it would be like I can't imagine any like Marvel Mighties has 7 sets. We have 7 Marvel Mighty sets. It's nuts. It's nuts. Now I can't imagine someone like let's say oh well Chavez, we only have 1 Simpsons thing. If we only have 1 Simpsons thing, why do we have 3 of these? Like I get it. It's just I don't think it's up to the license. I don't think it's up to the licensor. If it was up to the licensor, that how many get dropped, how many of their drops get dropped, because you would want your stuff to take priority. If I was Universal, I'd be like, all right, 100 days of Halloween, let's go dropping everything. Let's go dropping everything spooky. Now maybe that's a little overzealous, and you'd probably just do the 13 days of Halloween, 31 days of Halloween, whatever you have. And then November, people that love Halloween, like that's such a big thing. Oh my God. Now maybe some of those might be a little scary, might be a little thing, but Nosferatu made a freaking SpongeBob episode. If you're so old that nobody considers you scary anymore, and you make your way into a children's cartoon like Nosferatu did in the Hash-Slinging Slasher, that episode, great episode, then it's probably okay to put on Vivi. So I would say that it's probably not up to the licensor. It's probably up to Vivi just being backlogged with everything. Again, that's just my opinion. Moving on here. I got all that from a Tokidoki thing. So they're no longer allowing off-app sales for gems. Accounts found to be in violation of the Vivi terms of use risk of being disabled. They did disable a bunch of accounts from, I think it was Russia, it was Iran, or was it Iraq? Basically, a lot of countries which Vivi has no control over. It's just the laws they have to follow for the sanctions. Other thing, we have Disney calling all Deadpool fans at San Diego Comic-Con. They had said, hey, come in your cosplay suits for a meetup to celebrate our chimichanga truck for Disney Plus San Diego Comic-Con. Okay, Disney's calling out Deadpool, saying like, hey, come enjoy a chimichanga at our chimichanga truck the day after we get a chimichanga Mighty's truck. Thought that was very, very interesting. Obviously, you have like, God, look at this. I don't know who took this picture. I might have even, did I? No, I didn't. Actually, no, this was on a Marvel stream, I think, where 15,000 people were watching. And they're going to be like, huh, what's Vivi? Now, as far as new whales getting in, I know I'm getting over on the 10-minute mark before I'm even taking a look at comments. But for for this, when you have, let's say we had like 4,000 new downloads, maybe more, but let's just say 4,000 new downloads, and let's just say that we take averages and the law of 1%, the dreaded 1%. Now the 1% I think they make, in general, in order to be considered that, make $450,000 per year or more. Now the 1% can be someone that just has maybe $500,000 or $1 million net worth, or they could have hundreds of millions of dollars net worth. But let's just say that, let's just say 7 figures net worth, and let's say 100K in the bank. Now, if you have 4,000 people, okay, we'll take 1% of them. 10% would be 400, so 1% would be 40. Are any of them Dr. Profits? Maybe 1 out of the 40, but I would expect most to be kind of in the range that I was earlier this year, earlier last year, or late last year, where they just, maybe they go and they buy 500 collectibles, 500 to 1,000 collectibles, let's say, and it could be more. Like you could have only 100 collectibles, but they could all be grails, and you could be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars. Again, I have 491 collectibles. Most of them are Alligator Loki. So you have to, and out of the, how many comics do I have? Let's take a look-see. I have over 100 comics, but it's not like I go and I have 134 comics. More than half of those are Marvel Now .1s, that first appearance of Kamala Khan as Ms. Marvel. I have that for that's more than half. The common's more than half of that supply of my comics. Also, I have 1,500 followers now. Shout out to me. Moving on. Okay, let's get to the. I know I was going to say some more good, interesting things, but I've apparently just have zero. I keep going off on tangents. Brock McBlockchain sold a free airdrop for $900 and bought some more Tokidoki stuff. Ask me anything. Puddin' Cheek says, how do you just wait long enough to take a bite of pizza and manage not to burn the roof of your mouth? Brock McBlockchain says, wait 3 to 5 minutes. But in all seriousness, Brock McBlockchain selling stuff for $900 to buy more Tokidoki stuff? Well, I think it's undervalued because of what I said before, but also because Brock is going to be putting in a lot of those Tokidoki stuff into his fiche game. How? You can go and you can put them in the mech suits so you can fight each other. I think that's absolutely wonderful. I think it's absolutely amazing. Moving on. We have... It says, how do you do it? Brock says, well, buy a Tokidoki for under 20 and sell for 60 and repeat. The ebbs and flows of the market. Some more stuff, like I said, the Deadpool chimichangas. They had a real one to do that. I went over the Tesseract. I'm going to make a video about the Tesseract right after this. It'll be the Tesseract and it'll be other things as well, along with certain theories about what that could mean. I was going to pause this, but then I realized this is not a pausable video. This is a live stream. We have Brock McBlockchain Do saying, hey everyone, thanks for being awesome. Hope you're enjoying the weekend. Small update to say, Monday, the aquarium officially goes into production. The aquarium is his metaverse. Something about Olive Garden as well. I don't really know. Says, I've teamed up with a professional team whose work you may have already seen before to bring my concepts to life visually, after which I'll be making them function. And then it'll be go time for some fun and adventures in the metaverse. I've also kicked off the development of the single-player version of the arena and hired someone to help me with special assets needed to make it as awesome as possible. Other things in progress are August airdrops, a new type of airdrop to come later, play-to-earn mechanics, some tank updates, the Fiche album, and a few other things. Can't wait to share more as things develop. We got a super chat coming in from Maxwell saying, beer money only. Thank you so much. Hey-o. Love those super chats. Love you, Maxwell. You are the best. Oh, even Brock McBlockchain says, collect all... All right, I'll save that for a video. Moving on here. I keep going to pause this. Shout out to The Modern Investor that has 227, so almost a quarter million subscribers, saying, undervalued NFTs I'm buying right now. This was a few days ago, but he did go and list Omi. And he does, as far as the top 6 undervalued cryptos that he's buying, Okomi is one of them. He does claim it as his riskiest. I would very much like to go and have a chat with him. I will make him see that it is probably one of the safer investments that he has. I mean, Ethereum, Bitcoin, probably a little safer, but you definitely won't see as much ROI. So Wulu had said, Randy, show the Tokidoki peeps. Oh, that's the other thing. So what I did, shout out to Vivi Magic, Vivi Fam Bam, all the other people that were there that said hi and were helping me go to the Tokidoki ranch. And Chris was like, hey, can you take a picture of me with my Tokidoki? And I did this a couple of times, and people were like, okay, how'd you do that? And I was just like, and I was talking to anyone that I could about Vivi, about their specific brand. Again, you don't want to go in, someone's Tokidoki and be like, hey, you like Superman? I mean, most of them probably would, but you'd be like, oh, I'm not going to ask them to take a picture with my alligator Loki. I would ask them, it's like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my Tokidoki? Thankfully, I had, I think a Donatello, no, a Stelina, whichever one I had. It was pretty cool. Great way to strike up some conversations. Most of San Diego Comic-Con was work, but it was worth it. And again, I've been going on for 16 minutes, so let me go and get to the comments. I'm already 16 minutes behind. I love you guys. Going all night. Why is the camera on? Ghosts. Okay, moving on. Justin says Stanley. Oh, by the way, that is David Yu. Some other things I noticed that were bullish. That is David Yu getting Bruce Lee, not Stanley. You messed me up with the Stan Lee. Getting Bruce Campbell's signature. Bruce Campbell, most notably known from the Evil Dead movies and the show and video game and stuff like that. Also was known for being in all of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies 1 through 3, and also being in the most recent Doctor Strange movie, and then also being Sam from Burn Notice. He's just absolute love that guy. Absolutely love it. And I asked him, it was a line from Burn Notice, like, hey, can I get you to say, hey, is that your mom again? And he laughed. He's like, I think you got it. I was like, he's so cool. He's just the cool. I was fanboying so hard when I met him. And David Yu went out and got his autograph. And, you could see that in there. Having David and Dan be at that con, which I've said this in videos before, there's an episode of Full House where Danny is taking Becky's kids because his kids are older, and bless me, sneeze, and he goes and he's like reading the bedtime stories, giving them baths, like he's reliving like being a dad of like little kids because they're only like that for so long. And Becky goes to him and says, listen, Danny, my time with them is running precious. They're only going to be this little for this long. Let me be a mom. David and Dan are still relatively unknown to the masses. Behind closed doors, yes, everyone in the business world knows them because of what they're doing. They're insanely busy. They're the new kids on the block. But it won't be like that for long. Maybe, they can continue to be super nice and, give us some FaceTime. They're already billionaires. Like Vivi is currently a multi-billion-dollar company, as noted by Vanity Fair, and maybe a couple of other people. I think Amar Singh had said that as well. We have to be able to go and see them as often as possible and get that FaceTime with them as often as possible, because that won't be there forever. Again, maybe they can continue to be nice and they can continue to go and gift that to us. But there's going to be a time where they're going to get mobbed, where it's going to be like, it's going to be just like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. It doesn't matter. Not pick your poison. Pick your fancy. Of like Jeff Bezos, of these like superhumans that are just super famous, and people are just going to be like, oh, want an interview, they want pictures. It's going to be impossible. So that's one of the other things that I noticed that I was very bullish on. Like I see that happening. I kind of see it already. There's a lot more people crowd around and really want to get him here than it was just even at the kickoff party, for Decon. So anyway, moving on. Omar Kasaja says, love the image of both legends. They are definitely legends. Hey, there's me, the Rerun Chavez says, I'm in the bathroom, I'll be there ASAP. I was just doing, I've just been crazy. But hit the ground running. Let's get this bread. Alex M says, hurry, Randy. Just kidding, bro. Take your time. I started on time, I believe. Mohammed Siddiqui says, Randy, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Matt Johnson, hey Randy, long-term good morning. Oh, long-term golden moment. Oh, there's a good morning. Homer set or Elsa set? Um, both of them only really have that set. Homer and Bart at least have that, and then the skateboard. Elsa doesn't really match with Mickey's hat. Maybe that's. I would say right now. Again, remind me if there's any other Frozen like comic or thing that I'm missing. I think that's the only thing we have from Frozen. Um, I don't know what's more likely to come. Is there going to be a Frozen 3? Maybe. Simpsons keep turning. I mean, again, Simpsons is not what it used to be. You know, Simpsons just had so many layered jokes, and it was beautiful. I love that show, and you know, up to the movie, it was good. And even I still watch the Halloween stuff every year when I can. Um, but I mean, Simpsons were so. I remember a buddy of mine getting in trouble when I was younger for saying, "Cowabunga, man, don't have a cow." You know, and Bart said like just you know, some states I think like wouldn't show it. There were like protests of like these you know, like super religious people were like, oh, like Chris against Simpsons, it's teaching our kids, you know, whatever. So something that dynamic, I feel like is, I don't want to say is lost on this newer generation, but I think that it's like, you know, Tyler Durden in Fight Clubs is like, we have no war to fight. Obviously, war's going on right now, but there's no. I don't think there's a TV show right now, and if there is, tell me I'm wrong. Comment down below. That was as divisive and as made such an uproar as The Simpsons did when that first came out. When everyone was like, "Oh, this is animated trash!" Like people were like appalled, and it was nuts. You know, with Frozen, you don't have that controversy. I mean, there's the hashtag that was trending a while ago, "Give Elsa a girlfriend," which, you know, cool if they did. I don't know if there's a which one would be better. I know that, you know, Frozen came at a much better time because of the internet, and everyone on YouTube was singing it. Everyone, like, I learned it in Russian, called Apusti Izabud. I would love to do that in Russian karaoke one day with you guys. But there's I was obsessed, same as everyone else. I think Elsa would probably be better just because that is a Disney princess. Even though technically she's not. If you go to Disney, because she was really seen as like the queen of Arendelle, you know, matriarch, whatever, they actually do not consider her a princess. But, you know, tell the 6-year-old girl, Elsa's not a princess. She'll tell you you're wrong. She will. So you know, and there's a lot of lore that goes into that. Even though I think Simpsons has a much more crazier, richer history, I think that Elsa that particular set, at least Elsa versus Homer and Bart, even though that is first battle statue, first double appearance, or first double first appearance, I think that Elsa would probably be the way to go. Now, that being said, I do have an Elsa. The Fantasia set, I don't know, that Fantasia, you know, Mickey's hat, that doesn't really have I think it has like a place there. You know, like Bart's skateboard is almost legendary. It's like infamous. Anyway, moving on. Shadow Dog says morning. Good morning, Shadow Dog. I hope you're doing well. Ethan Youngberg, what's going on, my brother? I hope you're doing well. Matthew Smith says, I have 2 hours of Veve Magic to catch up on, and now you're live. I love this community. I love this game. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. I love it too. Where was I? Notabot says, congrats, Randy, getting the Veve logo. Will you sell it? Thank you so much. So, no, I will not sell it. And I've had within myself this great struggle because, you know, first off, I mean, that would be a little like, first off, you know, it's on film of Randy saying, hey, David, hey, Randy, you know, what's going on? And we shake, you know, not that, you know, like Naruto shake, but we shake. And then he says, I was like, hey, you know, you told me to come find you tomorrow because I ran into him on Thursday morning, and he said, hey, come find me tomorrow. I'll give you something. I was like, okay. Wasn't sure what it was. And then that night, I heard that he was giving away cards. Like, oh, this is what he wanted to give me. Okay. So I find him, and he's like, I didn't give you one yet. I was like, No, no, no. You told me to find you because you wanted to give me something, but I haven't seen it yet. I was like, oh, okay, here. So he reaches in his pocket and takes out a stack of cards, and he's like, here, and he just grabs one at random and he gives it to me. I was like, oh, thank you. So again, he's already thought he gave me one, and then he just gives me a random one. It's like, okay, cool. So I tried to redeem it that night, and again, it was random. He didn't like have it in a special pocket of his, and it's like, here's number 41, and I tried to redeem it that night. It wasn't redeeming for a lot of people that night. I find it got redeemed the next morning, and I was like, oh, it's number 41. It seems like that was chance. If it wasn't, if like he had sent an email or something, be like, hey, make sure Randy gets this. I wouldn't put it past him to do that. That'd be very nice. For a lot of people, I'll say this. I didn't ask for it. I've even messaged Reese. I do a decent amount, not necessarily for the company, just for money going into the ecosystem for investing. But I will go and read a message that I had sent Reese. It was a while ago. I'm not sure if I could find it, but I'll try. Oh wow, it was a while ago. Fortnite, Clash Games, scrapped out. Not sure. Nope, that wasn't it. Asked. Reach out in the morning. Nope. Reach out to them. Supposedly has a lot of. Oh man. Okay. I'm trying to find, and again, it's an important for my point, on what I wanted to do. Changes. Want to small liquidate, small amount. Thank you. Want to do answering. Oh man. All right. So apparently I can't find it because I'm an idiot. But what I had said to him was pretty much, hey, if you guys are ever in need, if you're ever just stuck, if you ever need an idea, let me know. I'll be able to, do what I can for a fresh set of eyes. Basically saying I don't want any money. I don't want any kickbacks. I just want to help. And I really wish I could find it, but I don't have it. Let me see if I got it. Yeah, no, I don't know where it was. So like I said, I didn't ask for it, but if it was David doing that, saying like, hey, make sure he gets this, okay, I'm just gonna, not pat myself, like, I deserve it. I hate saying that, but it's, yeah, behind the scenes, there is I've gotten multiple millions of dollars, if not, 8 figures going into this ecosystem because of me. Probably 8 figures now by this point because of me. And that's just the start. That will be writ small by the amount of money I get to go in this ecosystem before the end of the year. It will be tens of millions. And granted, that money might have come into this ecosystem anyway from these exact people. I'm just getting them in sooner. And which is good for us because that would lock up some OMI, that would lock up collectibles, and then that would help us burn a lot, lock up a lot of circulating supplies. People getting in is not just in this for this quick flip. The people and companies I'm getting in are going to be, they're already have tens and hundreds, and one company even has 10 figures in assets under management. It's over $1 billion. Just letting you all know. Anywho, so that's more of a symbol, that logo, of them saying, hey, we appreciate all your work on this. And again, I don't know if it was even them that did that. It could just be random, but if it wasn't, and that was a gift, it probably would look bad and me lose credibility with them if I go and say, oh, thanks for the gift, let me go and sell it real quick. Now, me in the, maybe it's the autism or it's the, whatever, but I tend to take emotion out of pretty much everything that I do, especially in finance. So I didn't see that at first. At first, I was just seeing, okay, what am I going to do? Okay, I can sell this. I can get 10 million more OMI. That'll be 10 million more dollars at some point for animal conservation, which is true. But by having the number 41, and saying that this is probably going to be, this was probably a gift from the team. If it was, I don't know. Then I could kind of use that not as a bargaining chip, but saying like, hey, you guys, the people that I'm getting to invest, you can trust me because this is the type of relationship I have with the team. And I think that is more beneficial to the success of Vivi, to the success of my own brand, and to the success of other people. So I will not be selling that. I would probably sell, Partners and Fantastic Four #1. I'd probably sell everything before that, with the exception of maybe Alligator Loki's, because I told people I would never sell that. And honestly, as Omi starts to go up, I won't need to ever sell this. So I guess I'll make that declaration now. Alligator Loki's and that Vivi logo, I will never sell. Yeah. So that's the declaration I'm making right now. We got Henry saying, "Hey Randy, what's up with non-KYC items being listed?" I mean, you're either KYC'd or you're not. And you can list items right now. You have to list items. You have to KYC in like 5 days, and if you don't, then you'll no longer be able to list items. I don't think that what is going to happen is like let's say if you put something on the market today, I don't think that by August 1st it gets delisted if you're not KYC'd. That still does take 30 days, I believe. That still takes 30 days for it to get delisted. And then if you're still not KYC, you won't be able to list anymore. So I do think a lot of this could be a really big supply shock, both from the KYC and from the ban of accounts in Russia, in Iran, in I think Indonesia as well. So if you have people over there that have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars with collectibles, well, how many of those are locked up and just can't be gotten again until those sanctions are lifted? We could be seeing a little bit of a supply shock with that, and I wish there was data on it to see like how many of Secret Rare Spider-Mans are in bot accounts or in places like Russia where that can't list right now. Absolutely bananas. To see the masses go, coming in the next year or so, and then there's no supply there, not being able to get it. That's what we call a squeeze, financial thing. In financial markets, where you try to buy a bunch of stocks and there's just not much there. So when there's not enough supply there, which I think that can happen with the Omi token as well. If we are able to burn a lot, if we're able to lock a bunch up, and then after we get a bunch of burned and we get a bunch locked up, we start doing some marketing. We go on exchanges. We get a lot of people in, get a lot of utility. I really think that could be very, very good for the token next year. Now, I think it starts this year, Omi utility, Q3, Q4, I don't know. Let's face it, they said Q3, and well, I mean, they met their timeline with KYC. They got it dead on in mid July. Now, Omi utility and MCP is a Q3 priority, and we could get it, or we could get it in Q4. But either way, it'll probably be this year. And again, tech things are delayed, but even with that, within the next year, as we get mass adoption, we can only stay down here. I mean, I wish we would stay down here in these prices and go even lower while we implement this burning, because that would just create so much more burn. And it's not like they're never coming back. Once these Omi tokens are burned, it's not like, oh, they go away for a little bit, like they're staked, they're locked up, and they can come back one day. They're burned forever. They're burned for good. Just says, have you heard of Vivi support being overwhelmed as of late? I haven't heard, but I could imagine that they're always overwhelmed. I could imagine that they always have, a host of issues to deal with. Notabot says, Randy, you just another 1%. Thank you. And Maxwell, thank you so much for the $3 super chat saying beer money only. Thank you so much. Surreal Wonder says, I'm kind of thinking that Vivi will waitlist in Fantasy 15. Thought it's probably just going to be a normal drop. It's not going to be an airdrop or waitlist. It's probably just going to be a normal drop. Fomawa says Olive Garden Metaverse. Remember in like 2016, I think it was 2016, where like the new thing was like, stuffs breadsticks in purse and then leaves. Like, it's not about the breadsticks, it's about the lies, and runs away. Does anyone remember that? Am I the only one? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that. Sinful Miles says, "Give me an idea for a video." Go, mukbang. Oh God, why did I say that? Oh God, you remember that dude, Nico Avocado or something? Mikado Avocado. Forget the dude's name. Dude started out as like $1.50, $1.60, and he was in like Colombia, and he was doing these like mukbangs, and after a while he started gaining weight. He was vegan for a while, he was eating very healthy. Then he wasn't vegan, and then he started eating like junk food, and it was just absolutely nuts. And the dude wound up more than doubling his body weight, going to like 350. He might even be 400 pounds. I don't know. It's absolutely wild what food can do to you, and like that's a test. Like watch one of his videos every morning so that it can inspire you to go to the gym and inspire. Like today I don't know what it was. I had this sudden, like, I don't know, like, possessed by the Holy Ghost, as you're going to get in shape. So what did I do? I went for a run. I had a protein shake. I made some grilled chicken, and I went to the gym. I got back. I had another protein shake. Actually, it reminds me, I got to take some vitamins. And I have some eggs I'm going to eat after this. I am going to lose 20 pounds pretty quickly. And then I will focus on a little bit more of gaining muscle. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was Comic-Con this weekend where, it's the first con that I ever went to where I didn't cosplay. Because I'm just too fat. So I will 100% be on the road to success and on the road to losing the weight, but trying to maintain muscle. We'll see how that goes. Moving on. The Raza 416 says, "Do you feel prices will drop after KYC is enforced?" Well, no. I'll tell you why. I think prices are dropping a lot right now, and I think they'll continue to drop for the next couple of days because bots need to sell everything that they can so that they can attempt to cash out. Whoever's buying gems right now, shame. But and one, because your account will get restricted, your account will get banned. Don't do it. I mean, no, definitely don't do it. If you really want to roll that dice and potentially lock up all your collectibles, okay, better for me. But why? Because then there's less in supply of what I have. But again, I don't recommend doing that at all because they are enforcing it. That is a legal issue. And I think that they're doing it now while they can. Once we have the KYC, like actually, like, hey, your account cannot list and your account cannot sell or do whatever, then there's no bots flooring everything. There's no so curious to see how much of those are locked up, and I'm really curious to see how much the prices increase because of that. So yeah, moving on. And now it might take a good couple of weeks to get that done with, because again, as bots floor things, if you don't know that it's a bot, then that listing, even though they can't add any new listings, their floor will still stay there until someone buys it, I believe. Nerd Shaman says, "Good evening, chat." Hello, Nerd Shaman. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Thank you for joining me on this amazing day. Oh God, hiccups. Wow, there do be a bunch of stuff over here. Ooh, my friend just decided. Oh, congrats. Streaming right meow. Oh God, streaming right meow. Come say hi. I wonder if I have the clipboard. Oh yeah. Okay, moving on here. Where was I? Augustin Montezuma says 1 Steamboat Willie or 3 Goofies. This is hard because the Steamboat Willie, I believe, should be a first appearance. It is not, but it is animated, and it's. I mean, you have all seen The Outsiders, right? The Outsiders, where these rough and tough guys. Emilio Estevez, like the most gorgeous looking gang member you've ever seen, has a Mickey Mouse shirt on, and he says, "Oh, hey, look, Mickey's on TV." As he gets a chocolate cake and he gets a beer, and it's Mickey Mouse. It's Steamboat Willie. I got a super chat. I'll finish this thought in a second. My Collectibles, what's going on? How's it going? Thank you for the super chat, saying thanks for the San Diego Comic-Con coverage. You're awesome. Thanks so much. I'm trying my very best. Oh my God, the Vivi logo number 59 at $3,200 floor. Yeah, that's undervalued. I would. Oh God, I can't. If I were to get another one, I would get number 42. It was listed at 7K. Somebody bought it. They listed it for like 12.2, then 11.5, then 10.8. I'm not sure what it is now. I think it's like 8.8. And I want it. I just don't have the gems for it. If I were to get another one, it would be that. If that's still there next year when Omi's mooned, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, it's like no problem. So where was I here? Okay, so if you're talking about Steamboat Willie versus the 3 Goofies, I do like 3 of things because you can sell. That Steamboat Willie. If you buy one and you can't claim profit unless you sell it, and then if you sell it, then you don't have any more. So 1 point goes to Goofy because you have 3 of them. Secondly, if you take a look, I think it's Mickey and Friends. Let me go to the Google. I think it's Mickey Mouse Disney Plus. Yeah. Like what is first thing that came up? Mickey Mouse cartoon season 2 episodes 1 through 10. How many views is that? I'm sorry. That's 158 million views. And what is that? And what is that Goofy? That is a messed up Goofy. Goofy looks like he's having a bad time. Well, guess what? That's the Goofy that's on the cards, on the lenticular cards. That's the first. It's a first edition. It's first time that Fab 5. I love those cards, and that's the first time Disney ever had a secret rare. And clearly, 158 million views. People love them. But I don't know. Goofy looks like the stuff of nightmares right there. Steamboat Willie is it's so hard. I don't know which one goes up more. Although the cards are first appearance music. You have their signatures, which people really like. Steamboat Willie, which I believe should be a first appearance, but he's not. It's a really difficult choice. I would say Goofy, just because you can take profit and then still have 1 or 2 left. That's what I would do, in my opinion. Moving on. Oh, and then you say that would cost me the same, but Goofy match price was 42K and Steamboat Willie was 10K. I think probably based on ROI. I mean, if it's purely on ROI, that's hard. Let's say it gets back to 10K. Like how many people can afford a 10K thing? On one item. Yeah, it's really difficult. That's hard for people to do. Now, granted, there's not a ton of them, but if you can't get the ultra rare Steamboat Willie, you have 2 other options. For the Goofy, like where's the cheaper option? You just don't have it. I mean, at least even with Donald Duck, if you don't like the card, or if you don't like the Golden Moment Donald Duck with Daisy in there, you could at least get the Donald Duck card. For Goofy, there's no Golden Moment Goofy yet. That just reminded me, I had a nightmare of Goofy when I was younger. I don't know why I was a doll. Anyway, where's the cheaper option? There is none. So if you want that Goofy, that's your only option. Mickey Mouse, you have Bandstand Mickey, you have 2 of the other Steamboat Willies, you have the partner statue, you have the card. There's going to be more. There's going to be more. Guaranteed. Moving on here. We got Justin saying, "Dang, Bruce getting up there." David and Bruce are probably the same age. Ha ha ha. Have you seen Evil Dead 2? I saw all of them back in the day. I really don't remember them, but Bruce Campbell is a fine wine. Just gets better with age. Absolutely. Again, whether it's the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, the most recent Doctor Strange, Burn Notice, or Evil Dead, we all love Bruce Campbell for all the things that he's done. Funky Cold says, I blame Rugrats going down because of Care Bears on August 4th. Then I blame Care Bears and Rugrats going down more because of Hello Kitty on August 24th. I mean, how strong is that IP? How strong is that if, an announcement, again, I really wish, and I don't have any of these because, well, one, just because I could buy Omi with them, with that money, if I did decide to, but also, I mean, they just don't excite. You guys saw that rant that I did, right? Where they misspelled like all the names, and it was so weird what they did. I had like a rant. I don't want to search for it right now. Also, by the way, 101 people here, 37 likes. If we could smash that like button, that would be a super great free way to help support the channel. Anyway, I really wish Recur would start doing some 3D NFTs, some premium digital collectibles. If Hello Kitty's, especially Hello Kitty, it's like the number 2 or number 3, highest grossing IP in the world. If that media franchise, which is in the top 3, it might be number 2. If that goes and it's a 2D JPEG, which it probably is going to be, I'm going to be super salty. And the owners of that particular company should take note of where their bread is going to be buttered. Probably going to be on Vivi. Okay, moving on. Surreal Wonder says, Ritmo is the first animated NFT on Vivi. I believe go Tokidoki. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it made. Fun Under the Sun says, Randy to the moon. What's going on, Fun Under the Sun? I hope you're doing well. Joseph says, I have 2 or 3 NFTs that are 95% done. I'm having NFT block. Psh, that are 95% done what? That they lost 95% value? Let me know what that means. Funky Cold says, the KYC is the best thing to happen to Vivi. So stoked. I know. I enjoyed it as well. Darth Chaos says, hello there. General Darth Chaos. Love you, brother. Love you, brother. I remember one time I was with this guy, Haley. We were serving together. We're in PAX, known as Passenger Services, and he was saying something, and I was going to say combination of like, all right, bro, and like, okay, like, dude, so bro and dude, and I was like, all right, boo, I'm trying to stop myself. He's like, you just call me boo? I was like, no, like and then before I explained, everyone was like, oh, Chavez just called Haley boo, gay, and I was like, no, guys, you don't understand. That was a fun time. Great times in the military. Moving on. Keithx says, San Diego Comic-Con did absolutely nothing for the Vivi user base, according to on-chain data. I mean, we had like 4,000 new downloads. If you want to make the argument that how many new wallets were generated during San Diego Comic-Con, like how many people not only downloaded the app, but put money on and started spending, I don't know, because how do you know which people did it because of San Diego Comic-Con? How many people just did it anyway? I mean, you kind of don't. But yeah, there were a lot of downloads, and I don't know about you, but for me, I didn't exactly go and download the app and then put money in the same day. It took me months. But yeah, Joshua Go says, shout me out. Joshua Go. Go, Joshua. Win, Rocky, win. We got a super chat coming in from Fun Under the Sun. Says, hey, Randy, do you think the Vivi logo will ever have utility? Probably not. I mean, I could give it utility. Now, I already said the utility for Alligator Loki is going to be having I will pay for your ticket into either Universal or Disney, wherever we decide to go. When I go down there, I don't know if I'll do that every year, but I will do that at some point in Florida. And then I did say that people on Long Island that have a secret rare storm can go, and I will pay for their, if you can go with me, I'll pay for your ticket to go see Black Panther 2 later this year. So I have done that with that form of utility. For the Vivi logo, yeah, I will give it utility at some point. I don't know what, I don't know where. It'll be next year. Maybe like a party somewhere, a VIP area. I don't know. But I will give that utility. I don't think the team would do that. I mean, I think they just gave that out just to give that out and be nice. They're like, hey, here's your, you came and you decided to be here. You traveled, you gave up a lot. Here's your card. There's your sign. Jeff Foxworthy reference for the win. Okay, excuse me. So I'll give it utility at some point. Now, where was I? We got K-Back saying, so if a live stream is 350,000 with a huge Vivi logo in the background doesn't generate traffic, I don't know what will. Well, again, it did. Again, as far as downloads, as far as people spending money on it, might take a while. Justin says, you know about MK Ultra? You know who you're talking to. Of course I do. Fun Out of the Sun says, what's your favorite type of food? Oh, food. Oh, God. Dude, I love pizza, man. Because there's so many different things. You could have chicken, bacon, ranch. You could have olive vodka slices. You have buffalo slices. You have cheese, pepperoni, mac and cheese slice. Like, there is... I can go on about pizza the same way that Bubba Gump can go on about Bubba Gump shrimp. All right, shrimp, skewered shrimp, barbecue shrimp, shrimp on the bobby. I could go... I used to work at a pizzeria for many years. So yeah. Taco... I want to say tacos, but Taco Bell... I love Taco Bell. A dirty taco and tequila. Oh my God, that is such an amazing, beautiful place. It's like heaven. Moving on. Sinful Mile says, there is one though, South Park. Wait, there's one what? I forget what I was talking about 30 minutes ago. I apologize. Joyce Liu saying, Vivi is oversaturating the market with poor drops. I'm starting to think I should sell everything. I don't give financial advice to most people. I do it to some select clients, but if you want to sell everything at the lows, that's your prerogative, as long as you're made a woman. Everyone comment down below if you get that reference. Damn, I feel like a woman. Sorry. Dude, when that song starts, like, let's go girls, does that not make you want to run through a freaking wall, bro? Sorry. Get this the ADD brain getting distracted. If you really want to go and sell, no one's going to stop you. If Dashy were to say, hey, Chavez, I really don't like all the drops that they're doing. I feel like it's oversaturated in the market. I think I should sell. I would say, like, Dashy, bad dog. Then I would say, like, listen, I wouldn't do that. I would not want to buy at the top and sell at the bottom. Like, that's not what you want to do. We have, and again, I'm not saying this is the bottom. It could get worse before it gets better. But I don't know. It's like, let's say, like my old high school, which I knew this from high school, that was going through kind of a rough time, budget cuts, whatever, and they were letting go some of like the new greater teachers that we had, and they were obviously had to keep some of the people. I hate tenure so much. Now, I get it. Sometimes it can make a school look distinguished. Oh, they have tenure. But other times it makes people teach like Jimmy Kimmel or like Charlie Rose. Like, it puts you to sleep. Like, come on, guys. Like it's... You hold on to the ones during the tough times, and then you let them take care of you later. Because that's, what do you want for your bank account? Yeah, you could inject it with a little bit of money if you sell some stuff now, but I wouldn't do that. If you have if I had a friend that said, listen, I got this surgery I need to pay for, and I got this treatment afterwards, the only way I can afford it is this. Okay, well, you know what? If you do what you have to do for your life, but if it's just worried about the future, again, this will, in my opinion, be a household name. Joyce Liu, there's so much money about to come in this in the next 6 months. A lot of which very, very soon, some of which has already gone in. I would not lose hope right now. Again, if you really wanted to, and you have a fear of saying, hey, this is not the bottom, numbers are not looking so good in the macro, unemployment, inflation, war, Ukraine, Russia is really not getting any better, and monkeypox is about to go and destroy us all. Okay, it's probably not the bottom. I don't know, but yeah, I think if you think that whatever is happening right now in the world will eventually end and we'll move on and we'll get better, then the markets will recover too. So that's, again, just what I'm thinking there. Or was I? Darth Chaos says, you sell everything, Walt. Don't say that. Pixel Pudding says, hi Randy, hi chat. What's going on, Pixel Pudding? I hope you're well. Fun Under the Sun says, hey Pixie, Pixel. Darth Chaos says, Marvel YouTube stream only had max 15,000 at one point. Not as many eyes as you'd think. The Vivi fam was representing in chat. Oh, I'm so curious to watch that, to see Vivi fam present in there. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Darth Chaos is representing. I know what you meant. Jimbo Lilingo saying, good night, Randy. I bought the Vivi logo because I believe in the utility of these in the future, which I will give it. Says, do you think I can get their autograph, Dave and Dan, on DCon in November? If they go, I'm sure you could ask, and they'll probably give it. Yeah, probably. I hope. Yeah, I mean, they sign shirts, so I don't see why. Oh crap! I forgot to. I promised somebody I would send them out my card and I would sign it for them. I forgot to today. I went to the post office to sell some hero cards. Which, by the way, if you want hero cards at a premium, let me know. Who is this person that I told I would give them my signature? Oh god, if you're out there and you're watching, oh no, I found it. Yes, I found it. Okay, cool. Okay, moving on here. Gotta get to the post office tomorrow again. Vivi Fambam, what's going on? Says, yes, Dan and David will not be able to hang out with us forever. That's why I was so excited for the one time I had. I will cherish it forever. Me too, Vivi Fambam. Me too. Joseph says, I can vouch you said that. Oh, can vouch I said what? What did I say? Oh, MK Ultra? Yeah, 100%. Darth Chaos says, you deserve it, Randy. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. Andrew MC, give me the face. Why the face, Andrew? Lori Brenner says, you deserve whatever you get for working so hard. Thank you. I am trying my very best. Helped onboard a lot of users. Helped, again, I don't want this to be like, Randy Chavez Show, pat himself on the back, so... Fun of the Sun says, you deserve it, Randy, but give Dashy some credit too. Yeah, Dashy came into my life at a very interesting time. Actually, 5 years ago, last week. It did happen in July, or 2 weeks ago, give or take, in 2017. And I look forward to another 5 years with Dashy, and then more, Moving on. Just says gold Vivi logo hits different. No cap. Yeah, no, it totally does. It has that. I don't know what to call it. It does. It just, that's like premium, Like you have normal account, then you have the premium account. Oh god, hiccups. Sinful Mile says emotionless Randy. I mean, clearly I have emotion. Like, dude, I was. Oh god, if you didn't see I had a short podcast before with Daniel Hardwick, who's like my mentor, like my best friend, my brother. I love him. I go watch that. I almost cried like twice while he was like singing my good graces. Like that was so special. I get to see him on Sunday. My man, I try to hang out with him as much as possible. We're just both so busy. He's got a wife and 3 kids. Big house to take care of. He's got a business. He's still working his butt off, doing a lot of stuff. And we don't get to see each other as much as we would like. I miss seeing him every day. Oh God, I miss some of my peeps. Anyway, moving on. Ooh, PayPay says 41 million owe me. Me? I don't have 41 million owe me. I got 144.5 million owe me. RPM 87 says, just got Amazing Spider-Man #1 ultra rare. Get that bread, get it going. Sinful Mama says, Randy is getting into the Vivi dev inner circle. I mean, I don't say not really. It's not like we have conversations all the time. I do talk to David about, hey, I have these people that, probably would be a good idea to talk to. And I'd be like, okay, set it up. But that, like, I don't work for the company. There's no official contract. It's just, hey, I just want to see it grow. I want to do whatever's good for the hobby. So yeah, moving on. We got Sinful Mile says, what do you want to do with your brand, Randy? Just focus on the Vivi Omi E2? Do you plan on expanding into other stuff, like other major YouTube influencers? Well, I do have that acting gig with Darcy Donovan that I will do at some point as long as it's still on. I might do some other acting gigs at some point as well. I really do. I really would like to get into shape first. But where my life will eventually go is animal conservation. Thank you guys for 50 likes. That means the world. And the animal conservation, that's what I want my life's work to be. And I already have 9 years experience as a veterinarian assistant. That, and that's, I think that's what also probably helped me to be a little emotionless, is because, if you're, we had some sad days there, and if, you're walking in, helping, like, I want to say help, if you're assisting in the euthanasia, and you have this, like 8-year-old kid and like 6-year-old girl, like, why is Bunny going to sleep? They named the dog Bunny. I don't know. I'm just making something up here, but you can't let them see you get emotional. That's, you got to have some form of professionalism, and to go and that job really helped me learn to shut down my emotions, and I do think that maybe I do that a little too much. Maybe I was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Sorry, I had to. So I wouldn't say emotionless. I forget where this was. Oh yeah. So I already do have experience with animals a lot. I lived with a veterinarian. My ex-girlfriend's a veterinarian, one of them anyway. One of my best friends, he's been on the podcast, Dr. Mark Nunez, owns 2 hospitals, is a veterinarian. He's another one of my brothers. I love him. I don't see him as often as I would like. Oh my God, I miss my friends. Oh God, I miss my friends. So yeah, I think if I could be known for something, if I could be, say, what's something I want to be remembered for? Passion, honesty, and just the will to sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed for the greater good, for the overall net positive of animal conservation. So I hope that I can live long enough to make that dream a reality, to make that come to fruition. If I do, again, acting, everything is all for animal conservation. So if I do those acting gigs, it'll be for money, so I can go and put it into OMI, so I can go and make a lot of money, and then put it into animal conservation. That would be it. Yeah. Justin says, I like to see Patrick Bateman's opinion on Mr. Used Card. That will make letting go of partners easier. I'm not sure what he would say about it. Oh, by the way, I do have to go and do a Patreon member shout out. I don't know what I'm going to sing. What should I sing? Okay, got that. What not? Okay, wow, there is a lot of... Okay, what is this? Okay, Twitch. Okay, moving on. What should I sing? Give me a... Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah. I don't really know I have to look up these lyrics here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's time. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? And lovers await the break of day. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? Everybody, please check out at Hey David Don over on the Twitter and at King Mavs Forever. Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Vivi app. Kobe Collects and Only Player 1 over on the YouTube. Rayfax.dth, the main name. Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Tabs Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Vivi Darklink, Metal Lemon, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube at Nomad with Guitar, at Wizard Vivi, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. And Fanny Carbonell Fanny Carbonell FR over on the TikTok. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Hour 2. Let's go. Let's get that bread. Moving on. Augustin Moctezuma says, it does get delisted on August 1st, if not KYC. Oh, does it? Send me a link where you read that. Vivi Magic had Alex G on her stream an hour ago, and he confirmed they will be taken off the market August 1st. Oh my God, August 1st. First. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna take a picture of that. That's gonna be great. Shout out to Vivi Magic. She's been absolutely killing it recently, killing it. Gotta love her. Gotta love all the stuff that she does. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get to all of these messages. Okay, let's see. Not a bot says KYC is smoking out the bots. Smoke them out. Scott Horn says, Randy, the reserve is $5 billion away from the hundreds. 100. Oh, is it like 205, 205, give or take? That'd be great. Can't wait for that. Sinful Miles says, don't worry, Omi will come back. Just taking the 10-week vacation. Okay, mukbang. You guys are great. Crypto Nighter says, is the ban for Russia, Indonesia, Iran because the U.S. government telling Vivi to do so, or is it being solely done by the Vivi team? No, it's like international stuff. It's not. I mean, they're Auckland, New Zealand company. They're not an American company. Why would they be? Like, the owners aren't in America. They'd have to pay a lot more tax. Yeah, but I wish they would have moved their company to Singapore, but I digress. But no, it's not America. News Now Marijuana says, Wendy's has a commercial I saw a few months back, and it was a Wendy's metaverse. Bruh. I would love to see a Wendy's metaverse. Dave from Wendy's, such a cool guy. Dude, the Baconator. I love Baconators. That's something that I remember when I was younger. I was like 15, maybe even earlier. Maybe I was younger, and I just, oh God, what would I do? I would just go and I would go to the movies. I'd get 2 Baconators, and one of them would be a meal because I'd get a large drink, I'd get a large fry. Those 2 Baconators that, oh God, y'all have no idea how good I'm craving that so bad right now. Now, obviously, I cannot eat that because I am fat and I'm going to lose so much weight. It's gonna be freaking great. It's gonna be great. Oh my God, I'm gonna try. Sorry. Moving on. But yeah, I would love a Wendy's metaverse to see what that would be. What would that be like? It's curious to see what their plans are. So yeah. Michael Guzelian says, hey Randy, where do you see Omi's growth as a token in the next 6 months? Is this the absolute bottom to buy, or is there another leg down for the whole market? It's really hard to say. You still have people out there that think Bitcoin go to 10,000. I don't think that's possible, but could it? It's touched 17 before. Like a month ago, 2 months ago, whatever it was. Could it go down there again? Sure. Could it go down to 16 or 15? Yeah, I guess. Could it go down to 14? I mean, that's so low. Maybe I should get God's Entry over on the podcast again. Same with Henry Pagluca, aka Mr. Pags. But I don't think that would be. Yeah, again, that TA that you pay, which again is just TA, really not much to do with the macro. I would go on and I would say, what would I say? That's probably worth a lot. So when he's on here, definitely good idea to pay attention. I don't know if there's another leg down there. There probably might be a smaller one. It's gonna be big. I don't know. But I would buy here knowing full well that it only could go down to 0.0012 again. Does it? I don't know. But I think anything under 0.002 is a pretty good time to buy. Joseph says, would you do a Supersize Me docu, but Taco Bell instead? Not right now. Maybe at some point I will, but definitely not right now. From Miles says, I'll lock you up, Randy. Lock me up. Stake me. My Collectibles, thank you so much for the super chat saying thanks for the San Diego Comic-Con coverage. You are awesome. Thank you so much. I'm trying my very best. And Gabriel Drowan saying Vivi logo number 59 at floor 3200. Let's take a look, shall we? On what that is. Well, that was bought up then, because it's not there anymore. The next lowest one is number 84 for 4,600, and then number 42 by Caspi for $8,900. Oh, We got at Wet Wizards over on there selling his 99 for $9,900. Vivi Fan Bam number 98 for 20K. Oh, hey, look, there's me. Now, again, I put this on there. There's no intention to sell. That's why I put it at 690,420. Comment down below. Nice for the 69 or the 420. Blaze it, whatever. So obviously that's not going to sell. That's not meant to sell. There's no way anybody buys that. I mean, maybe if you have like this, I don't know, like billionaire coming in and being like, oh, 41, I'd pay it. I don't. I put that there just as a symbol. No, definitely not. Sinful Miles says sell Omi for it. No, can't sell Omi for that. Can't sell Omi for anything right now. Justin says non-binary Mickey will wreck SPW. That's great. News Now Marijuana says Steamboat Willie, heck the rest, bruh. Steamboat was great. Love him. I don't know about heck the rest. There's some other cool stuff too. Justin says no animated badge. Baha. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't have an animated badge. Maybe they can fix that at some point. Who knows? Can someone talk somebody off a bridge? I cannot. I do not have that superpower, unfortunately. Pablo says Goofy. He's laughing. Why are you laughing at the Goofy? Gotta love the Goofy. Pablo says, do you think something is coming for Alligator Loki? I think just what I'm giving it. I mean, he does have his own comic. He had his own comic run series. It was a run. I don't think they're going to continue that. But probably going to be in season 2. And if he's not, it's because the kid Loki took him to another dimension, somewhere else, another timeline, what have you. He will be... excuse me. He will probably be in a... but he'll probably be in season 2, though. I would think, right? But is something else coming for him? I do think he would be the mascot of the Young Avengers, because Kid Loki is on there. Along with Kate Bishop, the Scarlet Witch's kids. But I do think he does get Pet Avengers at some point as well. So yeah, moving on. Jim Austin saying, I chose R2-D2 over Steamboat Willie, but I still think Steamboat Willie is a great investment. Yeah, I do too. But R2-D2 is probably the right way to go. Good job. Pablo says, I think the Thor hammers will be needed to release the Infinity Stones. I don't think they can destroy an Infinity Stone. Oh no, they wouldn't destroy the Infinity Stone, but you can use that to break the Tesseract, possibly. Well, I don't know, because when Thor and Loki were fighting, he was hitting it with the with his hammer. I don't know if he would or not. He was hitting it with his hammer, but it wasn't breaking. I mean, Thanos can crush it, and revealing the stone inside. I don't know if Thor's hammer could do it. I mean, maybe. That'd be cool if it would do that. Mauricio Arlano says, invest in yourself before Omi and Vivi. That's financial advice from me. It's financial advice from my friend Dan, too. And yeah, invest in yourself, invest in other people, invest in Omi and Vivi. Those 3. Moving on. Justin says, did they ever fix the spelling? The thing with the blockchain is you can delete things besides sending them to an address, but it's still trackable? The spelling of what? Which spelling? Tory spelling? Let me know. Excuse me. Phone under the sun. Thank you for the super chat. It says, hey, Randy, think the Vivi logo will ever have utility? I did answer before. I will answer again. I feel like Lord Sidious, where Anakin's like, is it possible to learn this power? And he says, not from a Jedi. Is it possible that the Vivi team gives it utility? Or is it possible the Vivi logo has utility? I'll say probably not from the team. I mean, that would be cool if you have one. I mean, it's just so hard. Because you have, let's say, 460 people that could get one, but I think it'll be more like 450, 440 that have it and say, like, oh, yeah, you get a free ticket to wherever. Like, it just, that's so much. That's a lot. I don't know. What would it be? I would say, excuse me. I would say, I don't know. I would give it utility. Maybe if you have that, you get a specific seat in the Viviverse when a play is going on or a movie is happening. I don't know. But yeah, I would say I would give it utility. I don't know what yet. It could be to a party. It could be do something with me. I don't know. But we'll see. Where was I? Sinful Mile says, we know Vivi will introduce the Power Stones in the Orb and the Reality Stone as the Ether. Do we know that, or are we speculating here? Does wonder if they will introduce the Mind Stone in Loki's Scepter or Vision's Head, and how the Soul Stone. Dude, that'd be wild if we get like a Black Widow or we get a Gamora, or we have to like, or maybe they said, hey, the first 8,000 people or the first 8,000 collectibles to burn, you get the Soul Stone that way. A soul for a soul. Maybe you get that. That'd be wild. People would be burning a lot of their collectibles for one. That'd be nuts. Introduce the Mind Stone in Loki's Scepter or Vision's Head. That'd be great if we got Loki's Scepter and it had that. That would be wild. And again, how would we break them? Yeah, you're right. How would we break them? You would need to... It's like Harry Potter Horcruxes. How do you kill a Horcrux? With another Horcrux! The Basilisk Fang and just, I don't know. We'll see. We got Pasternak88 saying, what do you think of the mint number 99? Better than other two-digit numbers? I don't know. I think it might be better than, like, some of them, and some people just like that number. I don't... Generally, the lower the better. I don't know. I want to say it's better than any others. It's really, at that point, it's just subjective. Mo Ali 31 says, hey, Dad. I'm Mo Ali. Sinful Mawal says, if Vivi gave you an NFT, how would you want the first real Randy set be? Oh, I'd like it to be me and Dashi. Or if it's just me, hopefully they take a really good picture of me. Or just edit it to make it look okay. Or I'm not like, it'd be great if I had some hand wrap, like if I was just really ripped, just some hand wraps. If I don't know, the Peruvian puncher, they would call me. I don't know. I would rather have. I really would like Dashi in it though. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, we'll see. Then you say cartoony version like Marvel Mighty with Dashi statue, and what would the an animation? Oh geez, I don't think they would have me in like 4 different poses. I think it would just be rear end Chavez. Here's I don't know, a limited amount, 250 of them. I don't know how many of them. I would buy some of my own. I would try to buy number 69. Why I think this does really well is because it's characters. You're not buying Chris Hemsworth, you're buying Thor. You're not buying Chadwick Boseman, you're buying Black Panther. Why I invested in Pokemon cards over baseball cards is because and why I'm choosing to invest into these NFTs versus NFTs of like a person is because Pikachu is not going to get accused of using steroids. Cubone is not going to be charged with murder. Like Charizard is not going to, run over someone with his car. With other people it could. And I should probably put this in its own video where a lot of what we have here is characters. These Marvel Mighties, these particular, any of these NFTs that are on here, whether it's the DeLorean or first appearance Captain America, first appearance Wonder Woman, these characters, they might sometimes be played by other people, but those other people aren't them. And like I said, if you have something like, let's say the real Randy Chavez, and let's say I go rogue, let's say I have a really bad day and I decide to get at a bar, or I get in a bar fight, or I get in whatever fight, and I wind up really hurting someone, or there's an accident and I wind up, God forbid, accidentally running over like an animal or whatever, and it's just like, I don't know. I think it's better to invest in things and characters over over people, because those characters will probably never disappoint. You know, even if you don't like the way a story's going, if you don't like the arc that the character's going through, okay, well, you still have other arcs, you still have the past, you still have everything with that. You know, people sometimes, you know, disappoint. And now for me, like, you know, if I ever stop YouTubing, like, it'll be, oh god, I don't know. I don't know what would happen, but I think that particular NFT would be worth less. And then if you have, let's say, like Jeff the Land Shark, which I actually gotta buy one of those, because I think I might even have. Let's go to the comics. Totally have one, right? Commandos, Strange Tales, Vengeance. If I don't have one, I'm gonna. Wait, why don't I have one? Okay, well, we're gonna go to the market, and we're gonna go to the comics, and we're gonna buy Jeff the Land Shark comic. And why? There's a reason I brought him up. It's because when you have, it was originally brought up in that she was a blonde character that really tried to imitate Deadpool, and her comic was doing okay, but she had Jeff the Land Shark in there, or Jeff the Shark. I forget what we actually call him, and she goes into Deadpool's comic. And she's like, hey, my comic might not always be around, but you always have stories going. People love you. If my you know, she was self-aware. And she said, if people ever get tired of me and they cancel my comic, it could happen, I want Jeff the Land Shark to be safe with you. And Deadpool's like in like a huge fight with a bunch of monsters. Like, does this really look safe to you, lady? You know? And that is, I love that. I love that sacrifice. I love that, you know, for the greater good. And I'm trying to look where it is. I didn't dream that, did I? I didn't dream that Jeff the Shark or Jeff the Land Shark is. No, okay. There's Strange Tales. Okay, Adam Warlock. There's Spider-Man. There's Darkhawk. I don't know why I'm having an issue with finding this particular comic. Comment down below if you have that, or if you know who I'm talking about. Okay, apparently he's not here. And what would the animation, if it was of me, I get me punching, me like going meow meow meow. Maybe me going meow. Maybe that would be similar. Okay, I think I could find it in the drops, because I don't think it was that long ago that we had Jeff the Land Shark. And of course, my internet decides to not be good right now. I don't know why. I'll find that later. Moving on. We got Sinful Mawa saying the fridge as an NFT. Fridgy! Dude, David Yu's hair really loves Fridgy. I don't know why. Pure Chaos says, if I buy the gold Vivi logo, I would want the card too. That's a good point. Yeah, that's the other thing. I might, you know, I'll never sell the Vivi card as well, because that's, you know, it's their card. Oh, so there's going to be a Spaces tomorrow that I'm going to be on, called Chillin' with Chavez at 4:30 tomorrow, being put on by Queen V. Oh, and hey, look, Fanny Carbonell. Follow her, Fanny Carbonell FR, over on the TikTok. Excuse me, little burp. Moving on. Joyce Lou says, I heard the creator of Moonbirds talking. He knew about Vivi. Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, good. I want to take a picture of that real quick, because I need to. Where am I? Moonbirds talking about Vivi. There we go. Very good. Moving on here. Sinful Miles says, Dashy uncommon is plain Dashy. Secret rare is Dashy with the hat. That'd be great. Bill Gardner says, Randy, the fridge would be a rare. It's a good idea. Maybe I could have all three in the background. You should try the Krusty Krab pizza. Is the pizza absolutely... No, I can't. That's going to destroy my throat. Bill Gardner says, secret rare should be fridge open. I remember one day I was doing a... I was doing like a test. And I was trying to get... Why is my Vivi app being all funky? I need to do it... Alright, maybe I'll need to do a... not a re-download. But go to the Play Store, see if it needs an update. Vivi does not need an update. I'll open it anyway, and I'll see what happens. Oh yeah, so there was one time where I was trying to get it. It was me, Steph Celentano and Justin Applepie, and we were trying to figure out how to connect it so that we could stream from it, so we could stream Mario Party, and it was just we got like bird sounds, but we couldn't get picture, and so it was just blank, and everyone's like, "This is what it's like in Randy's fridge." I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was super exciting. Okay, all right, now it's working. I'm gonna search for Jeff the Land Shark. And again, I really forget how far back it was. I feel like, okay, it was before Tarzan, before Fury Talent Commandos. Wasn't West Coast Avengers, was it? Oh yeah, West Coast Avengers. First appearance of Jeff the Land Shark. And I have one edition. I have an uncommon. That's interesting. All right, so it's West Coast Avengers. So I have to go in the market. Oh no, I don't have to go in the market. I just go to my comics. I knew I had one. I don't know. I guess I just forgot it was called West Coast Avengers. But I'm gonna buy another one because I really like it. So floor price. Okay, West Coast Avengers. No. How do I? Oh well, I can buy one for $3.98. I paid $6.99 for it. Oh, I want to buy one. Why can't I find them? All right, I'll scroll and look for this another day. Not sure what part of Walmart of NFTs people don't get. I think people just don't know of it yet. I mean, obviously some people do, and that's great. You know, like the creator of Moonbirds knows who we are, and more people follow. But again, NFTs in general, people just don't know. You know, they're some people barely know what Bitcoin is. You know, so getting into NFTs, people are just like, what? I don't know. Okay, West Coast Avengers, common. Let's see what we're at here. I'd buy one for $3.45. I'm gonna buy one. I bought one. Again, these aren't really gonna be for sale. They're just things that I like. Like, how can you not love this little dude? He's so heckin' awesome. That secret rare 139. Not gonna get that. Ultra rare is 34, and the rare is 18. I'm good for now. Moving on. Sinful Mom says the Twitter, Randy. What's on the Twitter? Did you shoot me a DM? You shot me a DM. Sinful Mom sent you a photo. So this guy has been trolling the whole time. He did not post his partner statue for $54. He did not post his MCU #1 secret rare for $19. It's just a sham. It's just a lie. Kobe Coin says, even if Apple signed with us tomorrow, I'm already so bullish it wouldn't change anything for me. Yeah, I and again, we obviously have Apple because we're on the iOS store. I don't think that this is not. I mean, it'd be a new deal. It'd be like a separate thing. But you know what would happen? I mean, maybe we would be on their Apple glasses in a few years. Again, nothing would really change right away. It would just be, oh, a partnership with Marvel or a partnership with Apple. You know, and maybe that would happen. But I would really love to see Disney, Apple, Tesla. I would love to see some major company showing in their filings. Oh, hey, you bought a whole bunch of, what is this on your balance sheet? Omi? You bought one of these NFTs from Vivi? I would love to see that. Will it happen? I don't know. Justin says they're saying on the news the front line is 2,500 miles long. Distance from San Diego to Washington is 1,200 miles. LOL. On the news, the front line. Wait, what is the front line? Distance from San Diego to Washington is 1,200 miles. You know, like, oh, from if you're gonna run from here to there. Oh, wow, maybe. Bill Gardner says our secret rare would be Randy in his car. I feel like it's been a while. It's definitely been a while, Bill Gardner. You've been here for a while. Randy in his car. Absolutely wild. It was wild times the last few years. Simple Miles says, what does your signature look like? Can you show us? No. I mean, actually, I don't really sign my checks that way, so it doesn't really matter. I don't have a signature here, though. But it's really just... it's just like I do the R and I do a little bit, and I do the C and do the that's pretty much what I do. Nerd Shaman says Vivi is going to be a huge thing, and I'm so glad I'm in early, finally into a project I know will blow up. Same here. Purecast is Randy. How much would you realistically sell your number 40? Oh, right now, I can't. I mean, God. I mean, I did seriously have it on there for $42,069. And I think if people had gone, you know, at the time the floor was like 10K, and I was like, okay, yeah, this could sell. I did wind up taking it off because, you know, of the reasons that I said, but, you know, but I think it could sell at 42. If somebody offered me 100,000 for it, that would be very hard to say no to. And at that point, you know, I again, this is a piece of history, and I do expect those in general to go up to tens of thousands of dollars. I would have to take some deep meditation on that, and really think, because, yeah. Moving on. Where was I? Sinful Mile says, I don't like the gold scheme of the Vivi logo. Yeah, it's rare and you should hold, but I just don't like the way it looks. Doesn't feel right. Would you rather it be the blue V and the blue E and the, you know, that one? Because that'd be fair as well. Sinful Mile says, so is your channel going to eventually focus on animal conservation? I mean, that's where my life is going. The channel, I mean, I love you guys. I love talking to you guys. I mean, you know, this is how I do help pay the bills. But you know, obviously when Omi moons and you have millions of dollars, I don't need to do this, but I think I will anyway, just because whatever, if I help make people rich or make people money, and they do have that money because of me, then when I open up my charity, whatever it's called, Chavez charity, whatever it is, I could say, okay guys, I help make you rich, time to give back. And obviously I won't use it to like buy a car or anything, I'll use it specifically for animal conservation. But in order to do that, you have to really put out a lot of facts out there, put out a lot of videos, and you have to try to explain things to everyone. And again, this is probably the best investment that we can make this decade, you know, not financial advice. But I think in 5 or 6 years, when Omi's at like $1 or $1 plus, say $2, whatever it is, and Omi could, let's say, double in another 5 or 10 years after that, well, there's probably going to be better opportunities for ROI. That is, might not be as safe, be a little bit riskier, but has a better return. You know, if I see stuff, I will 100% go and talk about it. So that, you know, in 2026 or 2027, I don't think I'll be telling people, guys, buy as much Omi as you can. I mean, I would do that just to be safe at that point. You know, it's always going to continuously burn, but who knows? We shall see. Sean's easy. I would probably go and do it where whatever I find undervalued at the time, you know, what I'm doing, just same thing I'm doing now, just on a bigger scale. Sean's easy. So, what does everyone think of Amazing Fantasy 15 coming this weekend? I feel like we put a lot of it won't come this weekend. This weekend is still July. I feel like people put a lot of pressure on like the team, and a lot of say like, oh, we think it's happening this weekend, and we think it's happening, so it's going to happen. But you know, I don't know if that's really going to happen. At least not this weekend. Glenn Miller says, am I the only one that feels near certain that the latest Disney posters and lenticulars, Secret Rares, will be worth owning both sets? I smell of airdrop. David Yu is the one who called these a grail. I'll make a video on that. I'll upload it when I'm done with this. I'll make a video and yeah. Sinful Mama says, would you be open to doing trendy content? Future Randy doing TikTok trends? I mean, that's really not the audience I would want to get. I mean, I'll do it anyway. You know, I've done mukbang. I've done, you know, the hot car challenge. where I try to stay in a hot car for as long as I can. I don't know. I would probably do, because the type of audience I really do want is people that are looking to grow and grow their finances and grow and this way, doing like some renegade, doing dances on TikTok or wherever is really not going to get me the audience that really wants to invest and wants to grow. Can it? Yeah. There's probably a Venn diagram. They probably overlap a little bit, but I don't know if that's really the best move. We got a super chat coming in from Adam Wassonface saying, "Oh hey, I have to show you something. Don't tell anyone though." Okay, I feel like we're whispering. Why are we whispering, fam? But I will keep that under my hat, so to speak. So yeah, let me know what you have to show me, and then I will not tell anyone. Thank you for the super chat. Where was I? Okay, we have. That was Sinful Mawile. Sinful Mawile says, which animals for conservation? Any priority list? Pretty much anything that's on the endangered species list. Oh, oh, that is so cool. Anything that I guess is on the endangered species list, and so a lot of that does go to Madagascar. A lot of that does go to Indonesia because that's where a lot of the this is awesome. Oh, so yeah, I would say right now it's Madagascar because that's where the most endangered species are. Indonesia for the orangutans, gotta love them. They're fairly close to us. But then that's just part of it. The other part is really partnering with Best Friends Animal Society, which I've had meetings with. I had a bunch of. I give a lot of money to each year, and it is going and saying, hey, this is taking their blueprints of saying they want to end all no-kill shelters by like 2026. They will complete it at some point. It probably won't be that early, but they will complete that. And some of the animal shelters that cannot do that because they're too poor for whatever reason, I'll either buy them out or I'll just build a sanctuary next to them. Oh, too poor? Okay, let me go and adopt all these animals. But that would probably take a couple $1 million per sanctuary. I don't think that would. Yeah, so I would need to and maybe like I don't know, a couple $100,000 a year after to fund it. So hopefully I get some really cool people that really donate to it a lot. But yeah, making sure that no animal dies just because of lack of space. God, that sounds awful. That sounds absolutely wild. Oh wow. Oh, hiccups. Moving on. James Robertson says that Frankie Lyman. Oh yeah, gotta love Frankie Lyman, dude. Have you ever seen? I think the movie is called Why Do Fools Fall in Love. Dude's got a wild story where it's after his death, and his death it's this woman that is is his wife going over all the stuff that he left her, and then in comes another girl, and he's like, my husband just died, Frankie Lyman. Husband? He was my husband. He was my husband. And they're like, oh, blah, blah. So they're going like, how did this happen? How did he have two of us? How did they go over his time? He was in the army, I think, as well. And afterwards, they have after they finally settle down and kind of figure things out, and the guy says like, okay, well, I'm giving you some. There's a third girl that comes in. It's like, hey, my husband just died, Frankie Lyman. And like, oh, hell no. A third one comes in. Absolutely wild. It's such a good movie. Oh. Okay, hang on one second, guys. I got a R. Yeah. So yeah, that's a really good movie. I think it's just called Why Do Fools Fall in Love. I might watch that tonight. It's really good. Sinful Mama says, I could see Randy doing baritone or bass if he did a cappella. Yeah, that kind of hurts. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes my voice is like, I could do like, I'm on the front line, don't worry, I'll be fine. Like that raspy. But then sometimes I do like, he was a boy and she, I don't know. I obviously can't do any of it. I'm not a singer at all. But every now and then I like to I don't know, belt it out. Motley31 says, anyone know if Metropolis Comics is a legit website for comic books? I don't. I would say ask Sleep in Comics or Comics and Crypto. Maybe later on that. Hang on. Universe. Younger generation. Sinful Miles says, Wendy's metaverse, like that Rick and Morty commercial. Oh, dude, Rick and Morty's so good. When are they coming out with their metaverse? I'd totally go into that. News Now Marijuana says, I love you, Randy, brother. Eat that Baconator. Kick butt, bro. Maybe when I break my diet, I'll eat a Baconator, but I've got, in 2017, I was 167 pounds. I'm over 200 now. Gained quite a bit of weight. Now, a decent amount of that is muscle, but a decent amount of that is fat. So I gotta really, I need a jump rope. I need to do a lot of stuff. Tron Skywalker says, chanting, Randy, Randy. What's going on, homie? That's the best light burger name, T2 Burger. We've had some good stuff. MLB says, my family eats Baconators on Saturday, sinfully. Oh, dude, it's so good. It is so, dude. 2 Baconators, a drink, a large fry. Oh, God, a shake. Oh, no, the little, oh, God. And then a movie. Oh, talk dirty to me. It's so good. It's amazing. You gotta love it. I feel like that was a dinosaurs. I'm the baby. You gotta love me. Yeah, a legit burger name. Yeah, I know. Crazy Dan 420 says, you did a great job streaming at San Diego Comic-Con, even when it looked like CryptoPunk's pixelation. It was the only way for us to see all the action there. Thanks. Yeah, I really tried to make sure I got everything on camera for you guys. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the support. The new people subscribing to me. The new people doing everything. Wild. Darth Chaos says, Baconators are great, especially a triple. Oh, the triple Baconator. Yeah, those are fantastic. Augustin Moxzuma says, if you have 7K right now and you have no OMI or no collectibles, would you put all 7K into OMI or buy a Walt? OMI. OMI all day. Not that the Walt's not great. I have a Walt. Walt's super fantastic, but yeah, OMI all day. It says, both will do good, just you sure which will explode first? Collectibles. I don't know what explodes first. It could be collectibles. It probably will be, knowing my luck. But long term, yeah, OMI. Merging accounts when? I don't know. I think Alex said, as far if you have a kid, they will give it like another month or two, and they might have more information out then, but not this month. Tron Skywalker says, I was craving a good, wholesome, quality Vivi fam YouTube live stream right now. Just made it home, about to eat dinner and watch some good old informative programming. Get that bread. Oh, still 30 minutes behind on content, which is fine. It's fine. I'm on the questions. Victor Texas, give me those dots. RPM87 says, if I win the Mega Millions, I'm sweeping the floors. If you are Mega Millions sweeping the floors, yeah, please buy some OMI. But yeah, that's what are you gonna buy? What are you gonna buy? I mean, I have my Vivi logo number 41 listed for $690,420. Don't buy that. There's so many other things that you could buy, and honestly, at that point, I would just buy a lot of OMI. I would, if that were to sell, I would immediately. I'd probably better just buy OMI, because if I donate half now, then they only get a couple $100,000. But if I buy OMI with it, then they get a lot of money. Again, don't do that. If you win Mega Millions, not financial advice. Buy OMI, buy the Grails, buy Commons of the Grails, if they exist, because Commons have been good. Pablo says, what is Wraithax Googling now? Wraithax goes hard. Wraithax has got a lot of interesting domain names that will make him even richer. Sinful Mao says, a grail for a soul. Don't do a grail for, I mean, maybe. There'd be so few of those. Sinful Mao says, we need that South Korean woman from Age of Ultron. Her lab had a laser that broke open the Mind Stone. That's a good point, yeah. Cho, I think her name was. Sinful Mao says, if Randy buys his own NFT, what does that say about the real Randy Chavez? People play themselves in video games. I can't buy my own NFT? What is that? Sinful Mao says, the worst thing the Pikachu could do is in the anime, if that Pikachu decided to evolve into Raichu, I'd lose all respect. What? No. I remember that. So that happened twice. obviously that in that first season, you know, versus Lieutenant Surge, and then I remember Ash so many years later, Pikachu got his butt kicked, and Ash is like, something like this happened once, and he has like PTSD flashbacks of Pikachu getting. Why he has PTSD? I don't know. Pikachu should have the PTSD. After so many fights and so many battles, you think the Pokemon would get PTSD? God, I would. God, yeah. I don't know, I wouldn't lose respect for Pikachu. Maybe just wants to change. Trenton Hood says West Coast Avengers #7. Yep, that was it. Darth Chaos says WCA comic, the rare and ultra rare covers. DCA, I think you mean, yeah. Wooloo says, when localization, Randy? I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be next year. It was supposed to be this year, but probably going to be next year. I wish it wasn't. Sinful Model says, you're going to be on TikTok? I'm already on TikTok. I can't play it because it has the music from My Hero Academia. It's You Say Run, and then it's me going, United States, and then I scream. I do. It's the last TikTok video I did. I think the link is down below. It's me screaming United States of Smash. Super chat from Adam Awesome Face saying, Matt G dropping bats on Vivi. When he was hanging out with Banksy earlier, we didn't see a word from Brock. Bread Cat is Banksy. All right, I got to go and I have to go and not put a nail in it. So, oh God, where was it? All right, so Matt Gondek has been saying like, oh no, that Spider-Man poster was a Banksy. Confirmed. Hanging out with Banksy right now. I'm sure Matt Gondek has probably hung out with Banksy at some point. But Matt Gondek says, finish any Metroid game under 3 hours and Samus's armor is removed, confirming their true identity. Banksy. And then Hello K says, Nintendo X Banksy, X Vivi confirmed. Matt Gondek says, heck it, add Sega in there too. Puddin' Cheek says, this feels very Battletoad to me. Battletoad was such a hard game. But Banksy likes to troll. Speaking of that, I don't think this was a troll though. Matt Gondek says, I don't say Banksy. Matt Gondek likes to troll. But Matt Gondek says, regarding all those bats I made, wouldn't it be cool if there's a real-life art exhibition showing them, but the vast majority of the 300 could be bought by anyone online? How great would it be if this happened next month? Matt Gondek, who's partnered with Coinbase, but also partnered with Vivi, says that wouldn't it be cool if there's a real-life art exhibition showing them, talking about his bats. His bats are one of ones out of 300, but the vast majority of the 300 could be bought by anyone online. And then we have Rock McBlockchain saying, I know a place with a web app that this would work for. And then you have Puddin' Cheek saying, but will it improve my golf swing? So yeah, this is something that I believe Matt Gondek is teasing, saying that his one of 300 bats could be on the Vivi app. Now again, it could be for Coinbase because he's partnered with both, but I don't know if he's had anything officially go out on Coinbase, but he was at the DesignerCon party, the kickoff party. I have a booger. Oh God, okay. I need a tissue. Oh, hang on to that thought. Oh, my pants are unbuttoned. Okay. Yeah. Okay. My pants are still unbuttoned. Don't look. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Garbage. Okay. Put you over yonder. I'm gonna. Okay. I think him being at that DesignerCon party was not a coincidence. I think they were talking about stuff, and I think that he is going to release. And again, we are going to get one of ones. I think these could be one of ones. I really do. And again, this is quite possibly my conspiracy mind connecting dots that aren't there. Thank you guys for 69 likes. That means the world. No, speaking of, we got a mic here. We have Akomi had tweeted heading to the NFT Expoverse this weekend. Be sure to drop by at 2:30 p.m. Friday to hear all things digital collectibles with our GM, Mike. This is Michael Adler, and David Yu has retweeted saying, let's go, Mike. Excuse me. Moving on. Now, where was I? Um, Simple Mile, go to my TikTok. Wooloo saying marketing pump in other countries, or is Vivi not ready yet? I mean, there's no sense to market it if their app isn't available yet. So I would say, get localization on. I think Japan will probably be the first, and then they go to China next. Um, but I mean, I would wait for a working search bar, which is wild that Marvel let us be at their booth without a working search bar. But I would say let us get a working search bar first, and then we can go to other countries. So Infomodel says Vivi app being funky, 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 funky. Everybody clap your hands, clap, 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 clap your hands. I don't remember Bulby from Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. Oh my god, that dude was so funny. Wooloo says the community can get the localization job done. Vivi can toss us a couple letters or collectibles as payment. I mean, they're gonna time it well, I think. Sinful Mawal says, represent Randy, represent. I've been fooled, bamboozled, mutiny. I hope Vivi doesn't blow up. Then we won't be able to access the NFTs on the Vivi servers. Yeah, I mean, that's, we've had issues with servers before. That was when we, had a lot more activity before the war. Sinful Mawal says, rent Vivi logo. I guess you could probably rent anything at some point. Yeah. Civil Model says, would you bring an animal on the stream, not including Dashi, like a parrot or a monkey? Monkeys can be pretty dangerous. Parrots can poo. I mean, I've had animals. I've had cats and dogs on before. Not interviewing them, just just been there. Maybe I would again at some point. We shall see. I've interviewed other people, and their pets have made an appearance. Dogboy says, still have that 2-digit Skywalker. Lightsabers are finally moving, still stacking. I do have that 2-digit Skywalker lightsaber. Let's see where we're at here. Let's go to full sets. And let's go to the Skywalker lightsabers. If I can, I don't know. Okay, here we go. I have 8 of these editions of the Skywalker lightsabers, and yes, I do have number 73. So I do have that. I wonder what they're doing. They're at 32 gems. Oh, Standoff Chart. Standoff Chart has one for 32 gems. Standoff Chart, you're welcome. I just bought your Skywalker lightsaber for 32 gems. You're welcome, Standoff Chart. He did a lot for me, so I'll buy that. Now I have 9. Now I have 9 of those. I don't know why I spent that. I should not have spent those gems. Moving on. Wooloo says MCP, OUP, localization, web app, user messaging, Viviverse, burn of collectibles, leaderboard, gamification maybe, feed on web app, utility, Umbreon. What else, dude? Umbreon would be so great. That would be, oh god, Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think the app and the people are ready for Pokemon, even if we had it. Just because, if you talk to Mr. Pags is 100,000% convinced that we have it. He may very well be correct. I don't know. He's kind of a whale. Maybe he's had a meeting with David. I don't know. But I would really want us to have a lot more on the app before Pokemon came on. That's just what I'm saying. And I really hope Omi Moon's before then, because I want to buy all the Pokemon stuff. Yeah. Omar says, good evening, Omar. Adam Awesome Face, thank you for the super chat saying, oh hey, I have to show you something. Don't tell anyone though. Thank you so much, Adam Awesome Face. You are a dude. You are a bro. Wow. I can't wait for some other stuff. I can't wait for some other stuff that we're gonna get. Moving on here. Where was I? We have Wooloo saying hashtag Tokidoki. Gotta love the Tokidoki. Omar said, did you hear Alex on Vivi Magic live stream saying that non-KYC after July 30th will be delisted? I didn't hear it on the live stream, but I have heard that since then, and very, very bullish. There's going to be a mass delisting on August 1st. Sinful Mile says, I said pull a rabbit. I said pull a rabbit out of your hat. I don't have any rabbits, not right meow. I do have another. Oh, dude, it was like a month ago. It was a full-on nature is metal moment. I hear a ee, like mini me like going down the ee, and I was like, what is going on? Is that like a cat? Is that like a child? I opened the door, and this squirrel is going to town on this baby rabbit. Like, Chom's like, oh my god. Me and the squirrel look at each other. I slowly close the door. And then it goes out. I was like, oh my god. And guys, this rabbit, even if I saved it, would not have been long for, which again, I cannot interfere. I can only watch. That rabbit would not have been long for that world, even if I saved it. It just wouldn't have. So yeah. Dan K says, at Omar Sajay, Omar, did you hear that they will be auctioned off at $1? What'll be auctioned off at $1? Pulling a rabbit out of your hat? Omar, wait. No, there's no way. Like, wait, the stuff for KY, no. Somebody tell me that's not a real thing. I would love it if it is. If all the bot stuff get auctioned off at $1, someone confirm that. I feel like I would have gotten notified about that. Omar Kaseja says it's going to get interesting. Simple Miles says Indonesia is a country I plan on living in. If you ever decide to set up a conservation there, I'm all in. I will let you know. Wulu says hashtag moon soon. Hashtag moon soon. Let me actually now is probably a good time to check some messages because to see if anyone had said that. Oh, I know I love him. So Mr. Planet Prophet says P.S. Dan is like the nicest guy ever. Legend, I know. I love him. That was the guy that honestly, guys, that's one of the best things. Go and watch that podcast. Again, it's only like a 30-minute conversation. Totally watch that. Yeah, so good. I don't think I have I don't have anyone DMing me saying to go do that. Okay, moving on here. Sidney Miles says, could Randy ever turn into Tarzan or Steve Irwin or animal protection extremist? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the goal. His goal is animal conservation, so we'll see. Trenton Hood says, if I remember right, I believe David tweeted Grail and not Grails. I don't know if that means anything, but it's something that caught my eye when David was talking about the Disney posters and cards. Might have meant Grails, plural. Homer says, are you being on space tomorrow, Randy? Yeah, apparently I'm going to be on a space at 4:30. So I have to go to the gym before that. Ugh. Lulu says, no video game characters yet? I know, I want video game characters too. Omar says, I saw Chavez. Willis says, one Kirby. That would be Nintendo. Who knows? It's Kirby will moon. Kirby would moon. 100%. Jonathan Vidger says, Randy, where do you buy Omi? Do you buy on Bitmart? Is that the right Omi to buy? Bit4x is probably the easiest way to go. Sinful Mahalo says, Randy as a soprano. Willow says, would it be Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft licenses? Probably Sony. At least first. Yeah, probably Sony is what I would put my money on. I always said to be the first. Joseph says McDonald's fries are better than Wendy's. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Agreed 100%. Sinful Mawal says, yes, I encourage sinful behavior. Cholesterol moon like Omi moon. Oh, God. I really do want to take care of myself. The longer I live, the more animals I can help. So, yeah. Who was his first appearance? Mario? Which version, though? Oh, God, I don't know. I mean, it probably wouldn't be Paper Mario. I don't know. I mean, you have to understand that the original game that Mario was in, Donkey Kong, it was, the arcade game. That is not the Mario we know today. And that's not even the Donkey Kong we know today. That Donkey Kong is the father of Donkey Kong Jr., which is also not the Donkey Kong we know today. Donkey Kong Jr. has Donkey Kong. That original Donkey Kong is actually Cranky Kong. You can see him over in the Super Nintendo games. And that Mario is not the Mario that we know. That is the Mario Brothers' father. And the princess or girlfriend that he rescues is Pauline. And she gives birth to Mario Bros. And yeah, so that's the... that's that. So the Mario that I think we should get, maybe like Super Mario 64 Mario. I would like that. I think that'd be a good Mario. That'd be fun. Omar says collectibles and comics are going to get a pump after the deadline. For those that don't KYC, they will get delisted, and it's confirmed from Rev, the man, Alex on Vivi Magic livestream today. Heck yeah. MLB says, I'm in Sarasota this weekend, Is Tampa Comic-Con is it relevant? I don't know. I've never been. I hope so. Just because I like nerd stuff. But I've never been, so I really can't say one way or the other. Keith Jones says, when that happens, don't paper hand the floor. Back down, guys. Hold the line. And I'll walk the line. Sorry. Hold the line. We went old. Should we go new? Let's, maybe newer. Or should I keep with the old? I like the old. But I like the new as well. It'll be... not Kick Me When I'm Down. Although Kick Me When I'm Down is really good. I think it's going to be Better Off Dead. Oh, yeah. Where am I here? Oh, yeah. Patreon member shout out. She doesn't know she's beautiful, 'cause no one's ever told her so. And the demons that she hides are all she knows. And maybe she could fall in love with someone in her life that she could trust. And tell her she's enough, yeah, tell her she's enough. How come no one heard her when she said, maybe I'm better off dead. If I was, it would finally be enough. Okay, moving on. Everybody please check out at Hey David Dunn and at King Mavs Forever over on the Twitter, Standoff Chart and King Mavs over on the Vivi app, Kobe Collects and Omi Player One over on the YouTube, RayThex.eth, main name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Vivi Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Marsh Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sody Pop Media, Vivi Darklink, Metal Lemon, and Vivi Vibes, all on the YouTube, at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Vivi, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter, and Fanny Carbonell FR over on the TikTok. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Hour 3. Let's go. Let's get that spread. Moving on. Adam Awesomeface says, $20 super chat. Matt G dropping bats on Vivi. When he was hanging out with Banksy earlier, we didn't hear a word from Brock. Breadcat, Banksy. There's people who think that Brock, Puddin' Cheeks, Banksy, David Yu, other people are just the same person. I don't know how that would work, but yeah. MLB says, I have that shirt. You the man. Oh yeah, don't look at me. Oh. Matthew Smith says, Randy, would you sell any collectibles at a loss for Omi? Yeah. If they're if I lost like 80% on them, no. But if I lost, like 20% on them, then yeah, sure. Just because I think that, I think that Omi outperforms pretty much anything. Moving on. Jonathan Fisher says, Randy, where do you buy Omi? No, it's Bit4X is the best place to buy that, Jonathan Fisher. Casey Brown says, Bit4X for Omi if you're in the U.S. That's true. I forgot to mention in the U.S. Sinful Mile says, next level, Randy interviews a chimp that knows sign language. What I would really want to do is I would really want to interview Sophia. Sophia's the AI robot, and it's just maybe it's like autism. I identify so much with AI just because it's all broken down by logic, and there's not a lot of emotion in there, and it's I don't know. There's something beautiful about the way that their brains, minds, their program, that the way that works. And AI learning on its own. That's just so cool. That would be one of the best, I think, interviews to interview someone like that, or Sophia, someone, I don't know. Get sentience. I mean, she wants to be a citizen. Probably let her. Yeah. Moving on. Anyone ever seen? I think it's Deus Ex Machina. I saw it with my friend Lida and Ashley in like 2015. It's about this dude that like falls in love with a robot. It's wild. Viv says, so Bit4X only probably converted to over Ethereum. Yes, that is the ERC20. Bitmart, I have no idea. Gokberg second says, Jonathan Fish, Bitmart Omi is also converted to ETH2. Very good. Casey Piranha says, Randy has Omi from Bit4X, but now in multiple wallets. I actually, like, half my Omi is GoChain Omi still. I'll move that over at some point. When? I don't know. At some point. Jonathan Fisher says, thanks, no problem. Sinful Mala says, who has the rights to Godzilla NFTs? I think that's Virtua. Says, imagine if whoever those people or got the rights for Pokemon NFTs. Oh God, Godzilla versus like Gyarados would be awesome, I think. Case Brown says, I don't use Bitmart because it seems very sketchy, but use at your own risk. Read Justin's laughing. Stephen Wild says, don't even call rabbits rabbits anymore. All rabbits are now labbits. They are all labbits. All your base are belong to us. I want the first Tibbs at 73 as soon as I get some money. Tibbs? Wait, Tibbs on what? What is a Tibbs? I don't know what Tibbs is. Okay, moving on here. Real talk. In your opinion, how much does localization have an effect on releases? If they still have the same amount of numbers that they're releasing, like, it's going to get really competitive and the floors are going to rise really quickly. Tron Skywalker says, question, I have Ultra Evader. Should I complete that set or complete the hoverboard set? Need 2 more, or buy a Silver Surfer and a few DeLoreans. I would say complete the Vader set. Vader's very, 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 very good. Hoverboards, I think, are great. I think Silver Surfer's really cool, and I think DeLoreans are great, but Vader kind of... Ah, gotcha. Okays. Hold on. Hold on. Just letting you know. Okay, sorry. Had to get back to a message there real quick. JL says, Pineapple Gang in the house. Pineapple Gang. Dogboy says, ever have a Primanti's Brothers sandwich? Talking food made me hungry. They need to order one. No, I don't know what a Primanti's Brothers sandwich is. Sounds good. I love sandwiches. Cat's Deli, really good sandwiches. I had a thing the other night. It was like a meat stuffed sandwich from Pizzeria. So good. There's a place called Three Brothers where Justin Apple Pie lives. Meat stuffed pizza. Oh, it's so good. Simple Miles says, hold the line. Love isn't always on time. Oh, that's good. So Miles says, what was that exchange that froze Omi? Did we lose them for Omi? No, it was like exchange. It was a Sendex that froze it for a little bit, but it wasn't crazy. K Collections says, hey Randy, hi Dashy, what's up K Collections? That is another interview that I had done, I think like a month ago with K Collections. He's a really cool person. Totally go watch that if you want to get to know me better. Jonathan Fisher says, Randy, do you use a nano ledger for your OMI? I use 6 different trust wallets. I use a lot of different trust wallets. I'm very, very paranoid. We got Dogboy saying, Promantis is Pittsburgh, Gondek's hometown. Ooh. Pittsburgh, I know it used to be a pretty tough city. I don't know if it is anymore. Farthest I really ventured into Pennsylvania was most part was Philadelphia. When I was stationed at McGuire Air Force Base, we were only about 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. So we'd go there and oh God, good food, good place, good time to hang out. There's this place called the Electric Factory, where it's a really famous place. It's a club where a lot of bands play, where I saw Sleeping with Sirens, Falling in Reverse, and Black Veil Brides all in the same night. It was absolutely wild. And I will say this, if you're over 200 pounds, you should probably not, and I also right now I'm like 201, if you're over 200 pounds, you should really not crowd surf or attempt to crowd surf, because there's this bigger person that fell on my foot. I was like, oh my God, that is the most painful, and then it didn't break, thank God, but whoo, yeah, that was wild. Big people, and I get it, you want to, it's awesome, but it's just like the risk, man. I wouldn't do it now, even if I was 167 pounds, maybe I can get away with it then. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. But also sometimes you want to be like, let's get him up there. You know, your shoulders feeling good, about to, press them. But it's just, yeah. Philly was wild. Philly was great. Pittsburgh, again, I haven't really been to. I think I've been there like once. But Philadelphia is so much fun. Really exciting. Moving on. Ooh, excuse me. We got William says, hey Randy, what's going on, William? I hope you're doing well. I'm going to take some questions from the YouTube right now, and the YouTube studio. I have made a bunch of posts lately. Let's see what we got here. We got, oh wow, there's a lot. We got one from Hakeem Vahab saying, many YouTubers talking about OG people whose accounts are getting banned because of no KYC or cash out, such as Indonesia, Turkey. Are you going to make a video about it? when there's more information on it, I might mention it in another video in a couple days. I'm behind because of San Diego Comic-Con. Oh, we got Jonathan Fisher says, Randy, do you have a day job? Just wondering. I do not. I retired about a year and a half ago. Part of the reason I retired was because the guy that I had on, Daniel Hardwick, that I was on the podcast before, he had inculcated in me the knowledge and the just absolute inspiration. Go watch that. I love that man. I love him so much. But no, I retired last year. Gory Singh says, I have over 200 comics on Vivi, and I'm surprised that I have started collecting RW comics. RW? Real World Comics. Okay. It's a... Yeah. This is why... Alright, so this is why... Oh god, I can't spell today. This is why... I'll say it first before I type it. Jeremy Padour has said it before, where it's not or. There's no, like, NFTs or comics. You could have and. You could have both. So I'll say to them, this is why I think we can have both. Because Vivi makes collectors out of people. All right. Now that I answered that, we'll move on over here. Sinful Mawa says, what's your watch time account? Oh, my watch time? Oh, it's going to be interesting because for the last couple of... Let's see. I did not have a lot of watch time hours this past month. I had 15,000, which is not a ton. If I go to the watch time hours and I do it, let's say for January is going to be nuts. In January, I had 44,000 hours of watch time. And then came the dip. In February, I had 22,000 hours of watch time. In March, I had 24,000, a little bit better. April, I had 15,000. May, I had 26,000 of watch time hours. In June, I had 16,000, and July is not done yet, but it's like 13.6. Will I get more? Yeah, I'll probably. There's a few days left, so I will keep you posted on that. K Collection says, just chilling like a villain. Oh, very good, K Collections. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your new toy you picked up. William says, are David and Dan going to Decon in Anaheim? I think so. I think they are. I hope they are. But I don't hold me to that. I don't know. They'll be in New York. I don't know if they'll be at Decon in London. I hope they are. But yeah. K Collector says, one Randy Chavez NFT on Vivi. We were just talking about that before. I was trying to decide what I would have. I don't think I'm popular enough to have like 4 different poses, but some people saying we might not need it. You could get, and again, I don't know how many. Maybe, if they only made 1,000, 1,090 Thor posters for Thor 4: Love and Thunder, it's a major motion picture, and again with that, 90 was withheld, so it's 1,000, but only a little more than half were redeemed. I think 532 were redeemed. Excuse me. I'll make a video on that after this, but yeah, there's no. I don't know how much demand there'd be for a real Randy Chavez NFT. Even if you like me, are you gonna pay $50 for one? I think maybe 500 of me. Me with Dashi would probably be good, but some people want Friggy. Some people want like an animation of me. Going, like move it. I don't know if that's really worth it to do right now. They could always add in animation later. But if it would be punching or me going meow meow, like doing that. When that might take a long time. I think when they eventually launch their ambassador program, like, all right, Randy, long time coming. What do you want? I would do that. Yeah. So we'll see. Tron Skywalker says, thanks, Randy. Just picked up the new Common Vader, $35.96. $128. Need the uncommon to complete the set. Not financial advice. Yeah, no, that's really good. Vaders will moon at some point. Sinful Model says 22,000 hours isn't much. I mean, will my 4 weeks is 245 hours with 99 videos? Damn, that's a lot. I mean, it's not what I have done. But now that I've been slacking, I've just been the podcast that I've been doing. If I would get a lot more people watching if it was Mr. Pags and Foster Hill and Cavell Anderson, Taps Trades, which are great. I've had them on so much though. I think a lot of people really learn more from Janine Yorio or from who am I going to have? I'm going to have on what's today's date? What is today's date? Today is the 26th. So tomorrow I'll be having on Nick Ward, and the reason why I think a lot of people will really get the I gotta find this. Why a lot of people will get a lot out of having Nick Ward on, as opposed to other people. One, because they haven't seen him before. You know, they've gone on and they haven't heard from him. But just a little bit on Nick Ward. He's a blockchain and digital assets group at Armanino, which is a top 20 accounting firm, and leads the auditing of crypto clients. So it's someone you really want to learn about, because he's on the front line of many of the current financial stress issues facing the crypto industry. And you know that thing with it's really good for Vivi to get a hold of him as well, because the thing with Coinbase, SDCC, I don't think people at Coinbase probably saw that coming. I think these are the types of things that need to be done by Vivi, and why? Because they need to look at what's the road ahead. They need to play offense. So I really think that Vivi getting in contact with a couple of people that I've had on the podcast is probably a good idea. Vivi, if you're watching, it'd probably be a good idea. We'll chat. I forget what I was going over. oh yeah, so Sinful Mama, I was saying, if I were to have the regulars on, like Foster Hill and everyone, it would be good for the watch time. But I think people will get a lot more out of having people like Nick Ward on, or even after I have Nick Ward on, I will have I will have Ken Gwynn on over on Saturday. Ken Gwynn has over $1 billion in assets under management, has the Veve app, I'll let him tell you all about it. So yeah. Dogboy says, DM'd you a photo of the sandwich. Okay, Dogboy, where's your Twitter? I gotta look at this sandwich. I'm so hungry. But it's fine. I'll have eggs after this. I'll make a video. Ooh. Oh, that's a hearty sandwich. All right, so there's tomatoes. It looks like coleslaw. It looks like French fries. It looks like meat. It's like chicken. Looks like cheese. That is a hearty sandwich. Wow. That is, oh god, that is wild. Moving on here. Humdog says meowing would be better, my man. Okay, so meowing as opposed to punching. Cool beans. K Collection says no secret rare Randy Chavez 333 editions. I'd buy for 50 easy. Aw, thanks K Collections. Guess everyone was gonna want a piece of Big Daddy Randy. I love that nickname. Favorite nickname by far, or at least one of them. Yeah, I mean, some people probably would. I'd probably buy one. I would feel really salty if there was only 333 collectibles and they didn't sell out. Oh, that'd be bad. My Collectibles saying, people have to give San Diego Comic-Con Impact time. I spent a week or two before I started to spend in Vivi after I downloaded it. Same. I actually spent a couple months. I downloaded it in February of 2021. I didn't start buying until April because I was more into Omi. So, yeah. Sinful Mall says, Randy interviews everyone, turns into Joe Rogan. I don't know if I could... I mean, that is the person you want to either interview or... I would, me being on Joe Rogan would probably be really fun. I think I would be more a better guest on his show than he would be on mine, just because I don't know what to ask this dude. Like, that'd be so nuts. I mean, and... we do talk about some of the similar things. I mean, I'm more, geared in finance, but he gets wild stuff. I guess I could be the finance guy on his show. Talk. Oh, could you imagine me going on there? Buy Omi, buy Vivi. I would look so crazy. I would have to. I know how to act sometimes. We'll see. Sinful Mawal says Pacey has been interviewing random people on the E2 Discord. Yes, he has. I might hop on. I might have him on. We'll see. K Collection says same at My Collectibles. Good point. Yeah. No, that's a great point, and I will probably put that into another video at some point. Sinful Mawal says, is there a crypto lobby group? let's just say that, well, I want a crypto lobby group. There probably is. But let's talk about NFTs here. People like Gary Vee, whose life work is going into VeeFriends, if he sees some legislation coming down the pipeline, you'd be damn sure he's going to lobby to get that stopped. For crypto lobbies, there probably are. Do I know any of them? Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Sinful Mawal says no punching, only kitty scratches. All right. Only kitty scratches is fine. Oh God, where was I here? Oh God, there's so many. Dave Nagatai says, I'm waiting for signatures for our digital comics because I need David Yu to sign the Tales of Suspense number 57 that I bought from him. Oh, did you really buy that from him? Because you are also correct that their time with us will become less and their appearances will become major events. Dude, how'd you buy it from him? Buy that from him. I'm so curious about that. I guess, does David Yu have a profile on there? Not for trade, says Randy. You're my mentor. We'll give him some hearts. Bless. So we'll move on over here. We got, where was I? Justin saying Big Daddy. What's going on, Justin? Gokwork Second says, hey, Randy Chavez, what do you think about Apple's upcoming AR glasses? I think that is a great step in the right direction. And I can't wait till other competition comes, really keep them on their toes. I really can't wait to see what they pull off and to see if we can download Vivi on them or do stuff like that. Sinful Mile says say drink man batter. Drink man batter? Drinkman batter? I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Drink man batter. We got Invest More saying BlackRock is the #1 largest asset manager in the world. They have the most AUM in the world, or assets under management. So if the market is down, then they will clearly lose the most. Also, I hope you know that they partially manage the TSP, along with recently also State Street. So since they have so many funds, obviously they have that much more to lose. A vast majority of outsiders to the markets will misinterpret this. Sure, the market is not great right now, but don't get swayed by the media. I know the market was going to tank around the time when it did. The signs and government made it obvious. There are several moves to make in the market round. May the smart people prosper. I'm going to say, we're gonna get this bread. This is an amazing buying opportunity. As my mentor Dan had said, with crisis comes opportunity, was it? I forget. Joe D. Powers says, awesome to see a true fan got number 41. Thanks, man. He's talking about the logo that I got, so thank him for that. Darth Chaos says, great podcast. I'll say, thanks, brother. Yeah, it's only 30 minutes. Definitely something I suggest people doing. Says more money when we talk. Okay. All right, moving on. Oh, that was it. Okay, I will go on to the rest of the comments over here. We have Shelton Smith saying, love your work, Sir Randy. Sir Randy, I love that. Maybe I should get knighted. It says, love your work, Sir Randy. And correction, you are a hecking cool bro. Thank you for everything you do. Maybe one day we'll see you at Armageddon here in New Zealand, eh? I'd love that. I would. That'd be fun. We got Mr. Planet Prophet says, smash the thumbs up for Randy, guys. Thank you. And again, I am reading comments from just, YouTube stuffs over here from previous videos. We have K Collection saying, woo! Woo! Am I Ric Flair? Because, woo! We got Walrus King 1976 says, a bit of the Hulkster, you, great photo mate. Oh, that was I sang Hulk Hogan's the entrance music the other day. Haha, thank you. So I'll say that, haha. Thank you. And then we got Sean Gill saying, you deserve that logo, my G. I would honestly flip that for some more Omi, though. It would make way more money in 3 to 5 years. Like, I know. But it's a symbol that I cherish. Okay, that is it for the comments over on the YouTube studio. And I guess that is it for the comments over here. So I'm going to say adios. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to upload that video, and it will be uploaded hopefully maybe by around 12, maybe a little after 12, maybe after midnight. But thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you all for the likes. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye to Dashi. I love you guys. Come on. Right, the Honorable, the Lord Sir Randy. The Right Honorable the Lord Survey. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you all for stopping by. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.